Okay, I'm starting the lecture. And the last lecture, what we have studied, the kinds of teeth. So they have four parts. First is incisor, and next is canine, and then is premolar, and then is molar. So this is the kinds of teeth. So there are four incisor in upper jaw and four incisor in lower jaw. And after incisor, one teeth is canine on either side of the incisor. Incisor के दोनों साइड पे जो हमारे प्रेजेंट हैं उसको बोलते हैं हम canine. They are four. They are two in the upper jaw and they are two in the lower jaw. And after canine, then premolar exist. Two premolar after canine, two premolar, and then three molars. So this is the kinds of teeth: incisor, canine, premolar, and molar. So we have discussed this in the last lecture. First is incisor. So the what do you mean by incisor? The four front teeth in both upper and lower jaw are called incisor. So the four front teeth as shown in the figure, they are called incisor. And what is the another name of incisor? Cutting teeth. So this is the other name of incisor, cutting teeth. And what is the another name of canis? Tearing teeth. And what is the another name of premolar? Cracking teeth. So you have to remember, what do you mean by incisor? The four front teeth in both upper jaw and lower jaw is called incisor. And what are the numbers of incisor? So four in upper jaw and four in lower jaw means it is total in numbers. And why are they are called cutting teeth? Because they are broad and flat teeth with a narrow edge. And what is the purpose of these teeth? They are used for cutting and biting the food. So they are used for cutting and biting the food. So what do you mean by incisor or cutting teeth? The four front teeth is called incisor. And why they are called cutting teeth? Because they are used for cutting materials, and where they are used for cutting the food and biting the food. And what are their numbers? They are 18 numbers. So these are broad and flat teeth. So the figure shown, so the four teeth in the upper jaw and four teeth in the lower jaw is called incisor. So they are 18 numbers. And incisor are also called the cutting teeth. So incisor is called cutting teeth. Next is canis or tearing teeth. So what do you mean by canis? It is also called the tearing teeth. And they are four in numbers and they are present on either side of incisor in each jaw. So the shown in the figure, what is canis? On either side of incisor, incisor के दोनों side में they are called canis. And canis is also called tearing teeth. And what are their numbers? They are four in numbers, two in each jaw. So what are the numbers of incisor? 8. And what are the numbers of canis? 4. So what is another name of canis? Tearing teeth. Next is premolar. And what is another name of premolar? Cracking teeth. And what are the numbers? They are 18 numbers and 4 in each jaw. So this is a figure. So after canis, two premolar on either side of the canis is present. So they are four. they are 4 in upper jaw and they are 4 in lower jaw. So they are also 8 in numbers. So they are also 8 in numbers. Incisor are 8, canis are 4, premolar is called 4. Incisor is called cutting teeth, canis is called tearing teeth, and premolar is called cracking teeth. Why they are called cracking teeth? Because they help in cracking the food. Because they help in cracking the food. And next is molar or grinding teeth. So what do you mean by molar? After premolar, the molar exists and they are broader than the premolar. जो हमारी जड़ होती हैं जिसको हम मोलर्स बोलते हैं वो हमारी प्रीमोलर से ज्यादा ब्रॉड होती हैं and lie next in the interior of the each jaw and these are 6 in number in each jaw. So they are 6 in numbers. So in each jaw they are 6 in number means they are 12 in numbers. So they are 12 in numbers. Incisor are 8 and then canis is what are the number of canis? 4 and then premolar they are 8 and what is the number of molars? They are 12. They are 12. So they are also called the grinding teeth. Why they are called grinding teeth? Because they helping the grinding the food. So which we have discussed in the last lecture. And next is parts of the tooth. So this is the cross section of the tooth. So this is a cross section of the tooth. If we see the tooth with the microscope or with an instrument, we show the bigger part of the tooth. So this is the structure cross section of the tooth shown in the figure. So the white part in the tooth is called enamel. And then after enamel, then the part shown is dentin and then pulp and then gum and then bone and then is blood vessel and then is nerve. So this is the cross section of the tooth. So first is inner part of the tooth. So what do you mean by inner part of the tooth? Inner part, it consists of the, what do you mean? What are the parts of the tooth? The human tooth, it has two parts. And what are the two parts? Crown and the root. First is crown and next is root. So there are two parts of the human tooth. First is crown and then is root. And the part of tooth which we can see when we smile is called the crown. So when we smile, the part of the tooth seen is called crown. And the part of teeth which we cannot see and is present deep inside the gum is called root. So the part of tooth which is not visible, so this is called root. So the human part, it has two, human tooth, it has two parts, crown and root. So the visible part is crown and the part which are not visible, so it is called root. So when we laugh, so the part of the teeth shown is crown. And the part of the tooth which we cannot see is called root. Next is inner part of the tooth. So inner part of the tooth, it has four parts. First, three parts, enamel, dentine, and pulp. So the inner part of the tooth, it has three layers. First is enamel, and then is dentine, and then is pulp. So what do you mean by enamel? So it is the outer layer that is visible. So the layer shown in the figure is enamel. It is white it is the hardest substance in the body. But once it is worn out or chipped, it cannot be naturally repaired. So if it is worn out, it cannot be naturally repaired. So you have to take care of enamel. So you have to take care of enamel. So human tooth, it consists three layers: enamel, dentine, and pulp. What do you mean by enamel? Enamel is the outer layer that is visible. And how it is used? It is used for chewing, and it is the hardest substance. Next is dentine. Dentine is the layer under the enamel. So this is a cross section of the tooth. So what is the cross section of the tooth? First is enamel, then is dentine, then is pulp, then is gum, and then is blood vessel, and then is nerve. So the inner part of the tooth, it contains three layers. First is enamel. Enamel is shown in the figure. It is white in color and it is hardest substance of the tooth. And अगर उसको एक बार इसकी जो लेयर है इसकी रिमूव हो जाती है, so it cannot be back again. तो उसको हम दोबारा नहीं ला सकते. So what do you mean by enamel? It is the hardest substance of the tooth. So it is the hardest substance of the tooth. And why, if it is worn out, we cannot back it again. So enamel, it is the outer layer and that is visible, and it is the hardest substance in the human body. If it is worn out, then it cannot be naturally repaired. So next is dentine. What do you mean by dentine? It is a layer under the enamel. So dentine is a layer under the enamel and it is less hard than the enamel and protects the pulp of the tooth. So what do you mean by dentine? It is a layer under the enamel. So it is a layer under the enamel, and dentine, it is a less hard as compared to the enamel. So the outer layer is called enamel, and then is dentine. It is a layer under the enamel and it is less hard as compared to the enamel. So the after enamel, the next layer is dentine and it is less hard as compared to the dentine, and it protects the pulp of the tooth. Next is pulp. Pulp is the innermost layer and it is made up of the nerves and blood vessels. So pulp is the innermost layer. So it is the innermost layer of the tooth is called pulp and it is made up of the nerves and blood vessels. So it is made up of the nerves and it is made up of the vessels, and our teeth get nourishment through the pulp. So our teeth get nourishment through the pulp. So the first layer is enamel. It is hardest material, and after this dentine, it is less hard. And next is pulp. It is the innermost layer, and it is made up of the various nerves and various blood vessels, and our teeth get nourishment through the pulp. So our teeth get nourishment through this pulp. So what are the parts of the tooth? It has two parts. First is, it has two parts, the root and crown. So the tooth, it has two parts, root and crown. So what are the parts? The part of the tooth which we can see is called, with the part which we can see is called the crown, and the part which we cannot see is called root. So though the human tooth, it has two parts. First is crown and second is tooth. First is crown and next is tooth. And the part of tooth which we see is called crown, and the part of the tooth which we cannot see is called root. तो human tooth के two parts होते हैं, crown and root. जिसको हम देख सकते हैं, that is crown, और जो internal होता है that is called root. And what are the inner parts of the tooth? So the shown it has the inner parts of the tooth. It is shown in the figure. It has three layers: enamel, dentine, and pulp. So enamel, dentine, and pulp. It has three layers. First is enamel. This is the outer layer and that is visible. So enamel, it is the hardest substance in the human body. So enamel, it is the hardest substance in the human body. But once it is worn out, so it cannot be naturally repaired. So if we cannot back the enamel again if it is worn out. So this is the cross section of teeth. So the part that is visible is called crown. It is shown upwards, and the part of the teeth which is not visible is called root. So the human tooth, it consists of three layers. First is enamel, and then is dentine, and then is pulp. What is the function of enamel? It is the hardest substance in the human tooth, and it is the hardest substance, and once if it is worn out, we cannot back it again. So we cannot back it again if it is worn out. So this is the hardest substance, and after enamel there is a layer which is called dentine. So after enamel there is a layer which is called dentine, and it is the less hard as compared to the enamel, and it protects the pulp of the tooth. So it is less hard as compared to the enamel, and it protects the pulp of the tooth. And after dentine, then there is the pulp, and pulp is the innermost layer. It is made up of the nerves and the blood vessels. As we know, after dentine, then there is the pulp, and it is the innermost layer, and it is made up of the nerves, and it is contains also contains blood vessels. So pulp is the innermost layer, and it is made up of the nerves, and it also contains the blood vessels. And our teeth get nourishment through the pulp. जो पल्प है हमारा इनर मोस्ट लेयर है, इसके अंदर बहुत सारी नर्व्स होती हैं और ब्लड वेसल्स होती हैं, एंड अवर टीथ गेट नरिशमेंट थ्रू द पल्प. जो हमारे टीथ है उसको जो नरिशमेंट है वो पल्प से मिलती है. तो जो पल्प है, इट इज द इनर मोस्ट लेयर, एंड इट इज मेड अप ऑफ द नर्व्स, एंड इट इज मेड अप ऑफ द ब्लड वेसल्स. And our teeth also get nourishment through the pulp. So what are the parts of tooth? It has two parts. First is crown, and then is root. And the part of the tooth which we see is called crown, and the part of the tooth which we cannot see is called root. So जिसको हम देख सकते हैं, that is crown shown in the figure. It is shown upward, and at the end this is root which we cannot see. It is deep inside the gums. So this is the two parts of the tooth. And what are the inner parts of the tooth? They consist three layers. First is enamel, it is white in color, and then is dentine, and then is pulp. So what do you mean by enamel? It is the hardest substance, and it is used for chewing any substance. And if it's worn out, we cannot back it again. अगर उसको एक बार वो enamel की जो layer है वो खत्म होगी तो उसको हम दोबारा नहीं बना सकते. It cannot be naturally prepared. And then after enamel, there is a layer. It is called the dentine. And what do you mean by dentine? And what is the function of dentine? It protects the pulp of the tooth. So dentine shown in the figure, it protects the pulp, and it is less hard as compared to the enamel. And what do you mean by pulp? It is the innermost layer, And what does pulp contains? It is made up of nerves, and it also contains the blood vessel. So it is also contain nerves, and it is also contain blood vessels. And our teeth get nourishment through the pulp. So our teeth get nourishment through the pulp. So this is the pulp, and it is the innermost layer, and it is made up of the nerves, and it is also made up of the blood vessels. And our teeth also get nourishment through the pulp. So our teeth get nourishment through this pulp. So what are the inner parts of the tooth? First is enamel, then is dentine, then is pulp, and these are the inner parts of the tooth. First is enamel. What do you mean by enamel? It is the hardest substance. It is the outer layer that is visible, and it is also for chewing the substance. And enamel, it is the hardest substance in the human body, so which we cannot naturally require. Next is dentine, and then is pulp. So what do you mean by dentine? It is the layer under the enamel, and it is less hard as compared to the enamel. And it also protects the pulp of the tooth. And what does pulp contains? It contains the nerves, and it also contains the blood vessel. सो हमारे टीथ को जो नरिशमेंट मिलती है, जो हमारे टीथ को जो हमारे विटामिन मिनरल्स मिलते हैं, we can get through the pulp. So we can get these type of nutrition through the pulp. And what do you mean by nourishment? Food that is taken to stay alive is called nourishment. So the nutrition food is called nourishment. So again, I am repeating the parts of the tooth. So this is a cross section of tooth. The tooth, it have two parts. First is crown, and then is root. The part of the tooth that is visible if we smile is called crown, and the part under gums is called root. This is shown in the backward, and crown is shown of the upward. So if the what are the layers of the tooth? It has three layers. First is enamel, and then is dentine, and then is pulp, and then is gum. Then is gum, and then bone, and blood vessel, and nerve. So you have to remember the three layers: enamel, dentine, and pulp. These are the three layers of the tooth. And what do you mean by enamel? It is white in color. This is shown. This is white in color, and it is the hardest substance. And why it is hardest? And this is shown in the figure. Enamel, it is white, hardest substance in the human body. And if it is worn out, if it is destroyed, then we cannot back it naturally. If it is worn out and if it is destroyed, so we cannot back the enamel. So it is the hardest. And after enamel, the dentine layer is present. And dentine is less, it is the less hard as compared to the enamel. And what is the function of dentine? It protects the pulp. So dentine, it protects the pulp. And next is pulp. And what is the function of pulp? Pulp contains what is the function of pulp? Then pulp contains, it is made up of nerves and blood vessels. So it contains the blood vessels and nerves. So pulp contains the blood vessel and nerves. And these tooth get nourishment through the pulp. So the food the tooth get from the pulp. So the part of the tooth pulp helps for the food for the tooth. जो पल्प जो पार्ट है वो जो उसको टूथ को जो है नरिशमेंट देता है, टूथ को जो हम फूड देता है, that we get from the pulp, and it contains the blood vessels and nerves. So pulp contains the blood vessels and nerves. So you have to remember the parts of the tooth, crown and root. And what are the three layers of the tooth? Enamel, dentine, and pulp. And which is hardest? Enamel. And after enamel, dentine. And what is the function of dentine? Dentine, it protects the pulp. And what is the function of pulp? It gives nutrition to the tooth. So pulp gives nutrition to the tooth. So you have to remember the function of enamel and then the dentine and then the pulp. So you have to remember the function of enamel and then dentine and then pulp. So what is the function of enamel and what is the function of pulp? So enamel, it is the outer layer and it is visible. And what is the function of the enamel? It is used. It is the hardest substance and it is for used for chewing. ये चबाने के लिए यूज होता है. It is the animal help enamel helps to use for the chewing. And what is the dentine? Dentine is used and it is a layer under the enamel and it is protects the pulp of the tooth. And next is pulp. What do you mean by pulp? Pulp is the innermost layer and it is made up of the nerves and it contains the blood vessel. So pulp, it is the innermost layer and it contains various nerves and blood vessels. So it contains the nerves and various blood vessels. So pulp is the innermost layer. So pulp, it is the innermost layer and our teeth get nutrition through the pulp. So what are the partner parts of the tooth? Enamel, dentine, pulp. Enamel, dentine, pulp. So these are the three parts of the tooth. Enamel is the outer layer. Dentine is present under the enamel and it is less hard. And pulp, it is the innermost layer. And our teeth get nutrition through the pulp. And what do you mean by nourishment? The food that is taken to stay alive. So the food that is taken to stay alive and grow healthy is called nourishment. So you have to remember these, and in the next lecture, we will study about the tooth decay. So this is a tooth decay. We will study in the next lecture how tooth decay occurs. So this is the tooth decay, and this is due to the chemical present in our teeth. So which we study in the next lecture, and what are the microbes and what are the different kinds of the microbes which we study in the next lecture. So again, I am revising the kinds of teeth. So they are four in numbers. What are the kinds of teeth? First is incisor, and then is canis, and then is premolar, and then is molar. So first is canis. What are the numbers of canis? 4 in upper jaw and 4 in lower jaw means they are 80 numbers. And what are canis? So either side of the incisor, so they are 2 in upper jaw and they are 2 in lower jaw. And then next is premolar. So 4 in upper jaw and 4 in lower jaw. So they are also 18 numbers. Incisor are 8, canis are 4, premolars are 4, and then molar. What are the molars? 3 on each side means they are 6 in upper jaw, and they are 6 in lower jaw. Means they are 12 in numbers. Incisor, they are 8 in numbers. Canis, they are 4 in numbers. Premolar, they are 18 numbers, and then molars, they are 12 in numbers. They 8, 4, 8, and 12. So what is another name of incisor? They are known as cutting teeth. So incisor, they are known as cutting teeth. And what is the other name of canis? They are known as tearing teeth. Canis is known as tearing teeth. And premolar, they are known as cracking teeth. Premolar, they are known as cracking teeth. And then molar, they are known as grinding teeth. Why canis are known as tearing teeth? Because they help us to tear the food. Because they help us to tear the food. Just like meat, they help us to tear the meat and food. So canis are known as tearing teeth. And what are the premolars? Why they are called cracking teeth? Because they help in cracking the food and chewing the food. As we know, premolars, why they are called cracking teeth? Because they help to crack the food. They help to chewing the food. And why canis are known as tearing teeth? Because they help us to tear the flesh, just like meat or any food. And why incisors are called cutting teeth? Because they are used for cutting the teeth. So they are used for the cutting teeth. So the central teeth is used for cutting the food, and then canis is used for, it is for the tearing food. And which is the most stable teeth? Canis. Canis is the most stable teeth in our mouth. And then is premolar. Premolar, they are known as cracking teeth because they help in cracking the food. And next is molar, and they are known as grinding teeth. Why they are known as grinding teeth? Because they help in grinding and chewing the food. So molars, they are wider as compared to the premolars. जो मोलर है वो प्रीमोलर से ज्यादा चौड़े होते हैं. So they are so much wide as compared to the premolars. Next is parts of the tooth. So if we take a tooth and then it has two parts, first is crown and then is root. And the part of the tooth which we see is called crown, and the part of the tooth which we cannot see is called the root. And the part of the sea which we can see through the smile is called crown, and the part of tooth which we cannot see is called root. And what are the inner parts of the tooth? Enamel, dentine, pulp. So it has three parts: enamel, dentine, and pulp. So what do you mean by enamel? It is the outer layer and that is visible. So enamel, it is the outer layer that is visible. And what is the function of enamel? It is the hardest substance and it cannot be naturally repaired if it is worn out. And what is the function of enamel? It is used for chewing. It is used for the chewing and it is the hardest substance. And after enamel, then there is a layer dentine. And what is the function of enamel? It protects the pulp. So it protects the pulp of the tooth. And after dentine, then there is a pulp. And pulp, it is the innermost layer. So it contains the blood vessel, and it also contains the substance which is present in the tooth. So the pulp, which the tooth get nutrition from the pulp. So pulp contains the blood vessel. So it is the innermost layer. So this is the structure of the tooth. So this is the structure of the tooth. Outer layer is enamel, which is hardest. Then is dentine, which is less hard. And then is pulp, which is the innermost layer. And enamel, it is the hardest substance. So which is the hardest substance? Enamel. And after then dentine, and then is pulp. So pulp contains the blood vessel and then enamel, and it is the hardest and it helps to chewing the food. And then dentine, it protects the pulp. And pulp, what is the function of pulp? The the tooth get nutrition from the pulp, and it contains the blood vessels. So if you have any query regarding this topic, you can ask. So if you have any query regarding this topic, you can ask. Yes. If you have any query regarding this topic, you can ask. Yes. Any question regarding this topic?